By our military analyst Sean Bell, and that's the politics of all this. What about on the battlefield, the military side of all this? How significant could these missiles really be?
Yeah, good evening, Mark. I mean, the Army Tactical Missile System, it's an incredibly competent missile. You know, it's a supersonic missile, it's ballistic, it goes at least 200 miles, fearsomely expensive, over $1 million a pop. The challenge is, though, it's only got a 500-pound warhead, so it's relatively small bang for your buck, and also there's just not that many of them available, so it's hardly going to be swamping any of the Russian systems anytime soon. The other challenge is you need to be able to see the target. I know that sounds obvious. If you've got an anti-tank weapon, you just get on and use it. 200 miles away, you can't see the target. You need satellite technology, you need a whole load of complex work and therefore you're probably going to use them against logistics hubs, airfields, headquarters. The one positive we're seeing already, though, is the Russians have already moved all their fast jets away from that 200-mile radius. We're seeing the radius here. Now, that is an easy way of protecting their high-value assets. The downside of the protection for Ukraine is it's going to make them a lot more difficult to do air missions into Ukraine because you've got a lot further to go.
Yeah, and if Putin did want to, I mean, it's not clear that what he'll do, but if he did want to act in response, what are the likely options for him?
The trouble has been looking at this for a good part of the day, and I have to say, I think away from the banter, away from the rhetoric, I think it's highly unlikely he's going to do anything, to be honest. His number one priority at the moment is to focus on the 20th of January. Why is that important? That's when Trump comes in, potential for some talking. He wants to maximise the amount of territory he gains from there. We're seeing 1,500 casualties a day on average, massive cost, North Korean troops, mercenaries, the like. It does seem that he's absolutely all out to achieve his objectives on the ground. It doesn't look like there's going to be any other specific tangent it's going to take as a result of this.
Right, and just finally, I mean, is there any suggestion about what Trump would he rescind the permission to use these? I mean, what do you...
The trouble is, we expect them to be answered in Maiden's Prayer. That's been a lot of the news today. I have to say, there's not enough of them. They're not big warheads. I don't think they're going to be a game changer. And to be brutally honest, they shouldn't have been anyway. When the West was giving weapons to Ukraine, you shouldn't really give them lots of restrictions as well, because when you take the restrictions off, it becomes big news. The core issue is Ukraine has territory up in Kursk. The Ukrainians will want to hold that. Russia will want to get them out before any form of negotiation. What America's doing is doing everything possible to help Ukraine to hold out there until the potential start for negotiation. That's why I believe the Americans have done this.
OK, good. Sean, thank you very much.